In a small, peaceful village, nestled among gentle hills, lived a serene and contemplative monk named Soji. His reputation wasn't based on combat skills or eloquent speech, but rather on his ability to face hurts and challenges with calm and compassion. Travelers from distant lands sought him out. If you've been hurt by the actions or words of others, one day a weary traveler named Koshi arrived at Soji's tranquil sanctuary. Koshi's countenance bore the marks of distress, and his heart was burdened by the suffering inflicted by someone he had once deeply trusted. He knelt before Soji, tears filling his eyes, seeking guidance. Master Soji then offered to listen to Koshi's story. "I'm shaken. I find myself lost in the whirlwind of my emotions. Someone whom I held in high regard has hurt me in a way I could have never imagined. How can I find serenity in the midst of this distress?" Soji provided a welcoming space and served a fragrant cup of tea, then settled down beside him in silence. The breeze whispered through the temple garden, and the leaves softly rustled in response to its gentle touch. After a pause, Soji began to speak, his words as soothing as the breeze. He shared, "Imagine a river meandering through a vast and ancient forest. This river has carved its path through the landscape over countless ages. It has encountered rocks and obstacles, yet it has never grown bitter or sought revenge against the land that blocked its way. Instead, it gracefully and patiently navigates around these obstacles." Koshi turned his gaze to Soji, feeling his heart expand in response to the wisdom of the words. Soji continued, "When someone causes us pain, it's like an obstacle in the course of our existence's river. We have the choice to resist and become entangled in anger and resentment, or we can navigate around the wound with understanding and compassion. By doing so, we allow the actions of others not to disturb our inner serenity." Koshi nodded in agreement, tears streaming down his face. The apples of his cheeks, however. "How can I muster the courage for this, Master Soji?" While he beamed with a warm smile and eyes filled with empathy. "Strength isn't found in resistance or revenge. It's uncovered in the depths of your heart when you choose to grant forgiveness. Forgiveness doesn't imply approval of hurtful actions, but rather releasing anger and resentment towards your own essence. It's the path toward your own liberation." Over the following weeks, Koshi made frequent visits to Soji's temple, dedicating himself to meditation, reflection, and the practice of forgiveness. Gradually, but undeniably, the affliction that had plagued him lost its grip. Koshi found solace in understanding the likely source of the pain in his aggressor and chose compassion over resentment. On a particular day, as he prepared to leave the temple, he turned with tears in his eyes. "With gratitude in his eyes, Soji, you guided me on the journey to heal my aching heart. I am eternally thankful to you." Soji responded with profound humility. "Koshi, it was not I who showed you the way, but the inherent wisdom in your own heart that guided you. Remember that the ability to deal with wounds with insight and compassion resides within all of us. I simply marked the path with a tranquil heart and recently acquired wisdom."